But I still believe in love,
You can bet in
baby.
a couple of weeks or so I'll get back up, DiBiase. And when I do, me and you got a little score to settle, my man. You know, you've been going out here and you've been accusing me of putting a bounty on your head. Well, first of all, I don't work that way because I'm man enough to take care of my own business.
He does not work that way. No bounties.
I don't need somebody.
He's man enough. He doesn't need anyone else.
Because I'm not no snake in the grass. It would take a very low person to do something like that. But there, on the other hand, Racer,
that's my name.
I will reward anybody that who puts you or puts one of your limbs out of commission.
Okay, that's not a bounty. That's just rewarding anybody that who injures you or that who takes your limbs out. Anybody that who would do that is not necessarily somebody that who would put a bounty out on somebody. I don't know why people are saying it's a bounty.
It's not a bounty.
Because it's not a bounty.
Now,
no
when
bounty.
I say something, when you're number one around here, things happen. With DiBiase,
what's he going to do?
something's going to happen
death?
in a very near future, my boy, between me and you. Just as soon as this arm gets back, we're going to settle
Where'd
this
it go?
once and for all.
Well, it's already starting to shape up to be a pretty exciting day in the Mid-South region. I know, and the best part about watching regional wrestling is you get to see some of these lesser-known wrestlers mix it up with the big guys. Yeah, but I feel like today, trying to break into the WWE is like trying to break into Major League Baseball. Yeah, so in that vein, throughout today's show, we're going to showcase some of our favorite minor league wrestlers. And who knows, maybe by showing them today, we can give them their ticket to the big time. All right, so check out our top prospect, and we'll see you right after the break. Welcome back to Cheap Seats. Wow, check her out. I wouldn't trust her with my triplets. So how about that Bob Orton match? You know what I noticed the most in that match, Jay? The fact that Jesse Barr looked like he was 5 months pregnant? Yes. And the fact that that ring, the mat, sounded so loud, it was like, it almost sounded like it was enhanced. It was enhanced, man, by a Foley artist. A Foley who? A Foley artist, a guy whose job it is to sweeten sound. Oh, I thought that was only in like old movies or like radio shows. Well, it's in wrestling too. The only way I'd believe you is if we had a pre-produced profile on one of those wrestling Foley artists. We do. We actually do. Can we roll that, guys?
Before me, when you body slam someone, nothing, not a sound. Then I came along and wrestling became wrestling. I'm Gene Stapleton. I'm a Foley artist. Foley artists have been used in film since they were making talkies. A Foley artist's job basically is to enhance the sound that you see on the screen. So for instance, I would walk on gravel or use gravel when you see someone walking. You use to enhance the footsteps, for instance. Or you would stab some raw beef if you saw a particularly aggressive sex scene in a film. I love sound if you saw a particularly aggressive sex scene in a film. I love sound. I mean, it's my life. I've loved sound. Garbage truck. You hear? Yeah, I'm aware of it right away, probably a few seconds before you are, just because my ears are attuned to all the sounds that are going on right now. That's a red-headed chirper. It's very passionate, and it's like, I assume what Alexander Graham Bell felt when he wanted to invent the phone, or what Alexander the Great felt when he wanted to kill people in war. In 1979, the wrestling folks hired me to enhance their sound. It wasn't as easy as it sounds. Every sound for me comes from my mind. To fit a new style of sound for wrestling was very difficult. It's too loud. Then one day it hit me, literally. I was outside in a windstorm and a piece of aluminum siding from a nearby halfway house hit me in the head. At least I thought it was the wind. It turns out it was a guy from the halfway house who hit me over the head with a piece of aluminum siding and stole my wallet. After I awoke from my coma 3 weeks later, I realized that sound. of the aluminum siding hitting me in the head. That's the body slam. They don't let me do everything I want to do. I mean, I'm a huge comedy fan. I have all the Ernest movies on Laserdisc. And they should incorporate a little more comedy in wrestling, so I put together a demo reel. Whoopee cushion. Funny. It's clearly better, but Vince McMahon doesn't think so. I want to take sound to a new level of sound. I want to make it not even sound anymore. I want to make it a different word. I can't explain to you how complex it is for me. I got plans, big plans.
Okay, I believe you. Well, believe this. We'll be back with more Mid-South Wrestling and Cheap Seats right after this. Okay, I can only believe so much at once. Well, welcome back to Cheap Seats. I think you'll recognize our next wrestler. He's a legend of the ring, the one, the only, the Iron Sheik. And back in 1980, our old buddy Reeser got a chance to get up close and personal with the big guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, a most formidable opponent
those are our
for
drapes.
any man in the wrestling ring, the Iron Sheik from Iran.
First of all, before I speak English, I prefer to speak Iranian for my people.
Where'd they get this tape? The Al Jazeera network?
Everybody know Iran, the old name Persia, the new name is Iran.
What is that accent,
wrestling
Jamaican?
come from my country. Everybody know Iran by two things, oil and wrestling. I come from wrestling
oil,
country.
I understand. But wrestling? I can think of a couple things I'd put above wrestling when I think of Iran. Yeah, like hostages, shawarma, sand, the internet, and then wrestling.
I come from wrestling country to one of the toughest area, Mid-South wrestling. We have Belvats, we have Ted DiBiase, we have here Junkyard Dog, we have Bob Roop.
Okay, this guy's supposed to be the enemy, but he sounds like the best salesman ever for the Mid-South region.
I hate you, you stupid Americans. I spit on you. Hi, patoy, I spit on you. But the Mid-South region, we've got DiBiase. We've got Junkyard Dog. We've got comfortable seating. We've got wheelchair-accessible ramps for the handicapped and daycare for your little ones who are no doubt grown up to be dirty infidels. So come on down to the Mid-South region, which I hate so much. But did I mention the newly revamped concession stand? Big soft pretzels.
I just want to know who have a guts to come challenge with me. Wrestling, my club, everything.
Does he own a nightclub?
Yeah, the Freaky Sheik.
In the world. That's because they call Iran greatest wrestling country in the world. Mr. Junkyard Dog,
Mr. Why so formal?
500 bench press. I heard you doing 700 squat. I like to see if you have a guts to come to my club. That's because I'm Sheik and you are not. That's because I'm Iranian champion. You are not. That's because I'm European champion. You are not.
That's because I'm 20 pounds overweight and you are not.
A little bit for you punk with lefter. Basketball
lefter?
player,
What is that?
Player, anybody, if he can do it, 10, I'm going to do 20. If I cannot, him $1,000.
Whoa, $1,000? What is that, the Mid-South reward cap? What are those? Those are Iranian nunchucks, Jay. Did you say nunchucks? Yeah, numb, because when they hit you in the face, you go numb. It's nunchuck, Rand, nun. Nuns are peaceful people, and they're celibate. It's a different language. Maybe they're Iranian thundersticks.
The Iron Sheik from Iran.
Is he done? Or is he... Oh, yeah, he's done. Okay, he's done.
What the Iron Sheik had to say. Right now he's in the ring, ready for action. Let's go for the introduction of his match.
This for one fall with
Note card taped to the microphone.
In the red corner, at 260 pounds from Tehran, Iran.
Wave it now.
The Iron Sheik.
Crowd favorite.
And in the blue corner at 236 pounds.
All right, this is going to pose a problem, Jay. Buddy Landell, you don't know if Buddy